Hi and welcome to my wee channel, The Wandering Kilt. If you live somewhere for any length of time, or maybe you were born there, you get so used to the place you don't really see it, if you know what I mean. Take Bathgate, my hometown. It has an amazing backstory. Quite a few people will be unaware of things before the year 2000, so let's fix that here and now. Bathgate is a town in West Lothian with a population of 23,000. Lying 18 miles from the capital, Edinburgh, it has shaped parts of Scottish history. On the outskirts of the town, in the Bathgate Hills, there is a Neolithic burial mound dating back possibly over 5,000 years. Not far from there was found the oldest reptile fossil in the world. Bathgate started to appear in documents around 1165 as Bathgate, and the parish church at Kirkton Park, just across from the Bathgate Academy, well, that dates back to 1100, and some of the land was controlled by the monks of Holyrood Abbey. In 1315, scarcely a year after Robert the Bruce crushed the English at Bannockburn, his only daughter, Princess Marjorie, married Walter, Lord High Steward, who was a naval lieutenant of the Bruce, and as part of her wedding gift or dowry, the Bruce bestowed on them Bathgate Castle and surrounding lands. This event is still celebrated by Bathgate locals, or bairns as they're called, 709 years after it happened. The pageant takes place every year with a gala day as well. Fast forward to the 1600s and there was silver in them there hills. Some of the silver taken from the silver mines up Bathgate Hills is present in the Scottish Crown Jewels, no less. At this stage of development, agriculture was the main industry in Bathgate, along with weaving, but by the 1800s, coal mining and a malt whisky distillery up at Glenmavis was doing brisk business. The railway to Edinburgh was opened in 1849, but that was mostly for coal and other minerals. And at one point, the marshalling yards in Bathgate for moving all the railway wagons about was one of the busiest in Great Britain. Next came shale for James Paraffin Young's oil and wax industry, which explains all the shale spoil heaps or bings in the local area. The iron and steel foundries were really busy down Whitburn Road, taking over from weaving and other cottage industries. Bathgate wasn't spared in World War II either. A bomb fell in Bog Head, which was obviously a strategic target for the Luftwaffe. With a vibrant town centre and plenty of churches and pubs in the town, it grew quite quickly after the 20s. Now that's the 1920s. As we head towards the late 1950s and early 1960s, Bathgate was an up-and-coming place to stay with plenty of open spaces and jobs, so it was set to grow even bigger. Then came the news: British Leyland was relocating its truck and tractor plant to Bathgate, the size of which is now probably beyond comprehension. If you live in Wester Inch, that whole area was once a factory, with the largest concentration of machine tools in Europe. It was a vibrant, self-contained village with barbers, bookmakers, fruit and veg, in fact, you name it and you could probably get it. Some of the stories are legend, but probably unrepeatable, so I doubt we'll ever see its like again. At clocking off time, the stream of cars and bikes leaving clogged the roads in every direction, and it could take 10 minutes just to cross the road as a pedestrian. Thousands of houses had to be built to house the new workers. So check out the 1960s houses in Blackburn, Bockle, Whitburn, Armadale and indeed Livingston. But then heavy industry moved abroad, so no more Leyland, Mingus's Foundry, Wolf Shovel Works, and the pits closed as well, including the Easton Pit in 1973. By this time the line to Edinburgh was closing as well, for the trains. Looking at Bathgate, it's hard to see what was here before. The bings at Easton Pit are grassed over, the spoil heaps at Bulbardy always reminded me of the Somme, as it was wasteland with barbed wire everywhere, next to an old ruin that was Bulbardy House, known as the Haunted House. The architect was supposed to have hanged himself, as it was built facing the wrong way round. Probably nonsense, but a good ghost story nonetheless. Bulbardy is now a swimming pool and a 9-hole golf course. As you look at Bathgate today, it's got churches, yes, pubs, yes, industry, no. Tattoo parlours, nail bars, barber shops, charity shops and fast food outlets. It can be hard to imagine anything ever happening here, but it did. Chloroform. While James Young Simpson didn't invent it, he was the first in the world to use it as an anaesthetic on humans, and it really helped to promote the use of midwives in hospital too. Doctor Who. David Tennant, one of the doctors, was born in Bathgate when his dad was a minister at St David's. That's the church, the one in the town centre looks like a rocket ship. Sports-wise, Bathgate has a unique place in golf history. 2 Ryder Cup captains were from Bathgate Golf Club, Messrs Eric Brown and Bernard Gallagher. Bathgate suffered in the 1980s from crippling unemployment, but has survived as well as any other town in Scotland. I'll shut up now and let you watch the rest in peace. See you at the end. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you know Bathgate, it'd be nice if you looked at the place differently. Well, in a good way, I hope. If you can help me to keep making these videos, I'd be dead chuffed. You can do this by subscribing, liking and sharing, which costs exactly, well, nothing. Or if you're a generous soul, you could buy me a coffee by clicking on the Buy Me a Coffee button on my YouTube page. It doesn't have to be a latte macchiato with cream and marshmallows. A simple white coffee suits me just fine. As I look at the big clock on the wall, I see that once again time has beaten us, so until the next time, bye.